Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Virtues. So glad to have you back. For those of you who are brand new, welcome. Please listen in, subscribe, and tell your neighbors and friends and colleagues. Good to have you back today. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our affirmation because I've had something very specific that I am talking with you today, and I want to make sure that you're taking some notes. So do take some notes today. All right, let's go ahead and let's start with let's do the personal power one because you're going to have to use that to make this happen. All right, put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and to do something new and positive with my life by taking a new positive action step. And be sure that you take your action step because you're going to need that to make this happen today. So I just returned from my daughter's college where she plays volleyball. And she loves volleyball and she's pretty good at it. But lately, she hasn't been getting in the game. And her coach hasn't been putting her in the game. So I thought it was kind of as much. She still gets in the game, but not as much. So I thought it was kind of strange that she wasn't getting in the game because she's very athletic. She is very good, and she typically gets in the game. So after the game, I asked her, I'm like, well, how come you're not playing as much? Like, what is going on? She goes, well, I don't know. I don't know, Mom. I said, well, maybe you should have a conversation with your coach about that because if you're not being put in the game, something's happening. So last night she called. And I said, well, tell me, how'd the conversation go? And she said, well, Mom, the coach said that really, I've just been playing at baseline. In practice, I've just been at baseline. I'm like, what does that mean? And so she said, well, the coach said that, I've been doing well. I'm doing well in practice, but I'm just at baseline. And what she wants me to do and to see, she wants me to get above baseline. In other words, she wants me to multiply my efforts. She wants me to go above and beyond what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is good, but she wants better and best. And I thought to myself, isn't that something? Could it be that you're not getting to where you want in life, that you're not getting the success that you want because you're just operating at baseline? And everyone's baseline is different. Everyone is. So you may look at my baseline and think, wow, Dr. Verna, you're doing amazing. But the truth of the matter is that I'm here. But the truth is that I could multiply my efforts and be up here. But because if you're trying to compare yourself to me, it will seem as though my baseline is better. But the truth of the matter is that my baseline is my baseline. It's based on my capacity. It's based on my ability. It's based on my capabilities. So if my capability is up here and all I'm doing is performing is down here, the truth of the matter is that I will not ever see the level of progress, the level of success, the level of prosperity, the level of outcomes that I want to see up here because I am operating at only baseline. So I have a question for you. Where are you operating today? Are you just at baseline? Are you doing okay? Like, are you doing good, but you're not doing your best and you're not doing at the next level? So let me clear my throat here. So in this work here, what I want to do is give you some thoughts, some tips, and some strategies on how to move beyond your baseline, how to move beyond, you're doing good, you're doing okay. But the truth is that you want to do better and you want to do your best. Okay, so get your paper and pencil out. The first thing to move beyond your baseline is to know where you are. So, what you're doing is kind of like a mini assessment of where you are right now. So, if you are growing a business, what are you doing right now in your business to grow it? Let me get some right here. If you are growing your, let's just say that you're working on a book. Where are you right now? How much time are you giving to that book? How much effort are you giving to it? Let's just say that you're working on a new project where you're pulling a team together, but it doesn't seem to be working that well. How much time, how much effort, what have you done at the baseline to actually get there? So the first thing you want to do for your baseline is just analyze to see where are you right now, okay? So the second thing that you want to do is to actually ask yourself the question, what haven't you done to get up to the next level that you know needs to be done? And that's what I call a turnkey question. So it's that one thing that when you turn it in your organization, when you turn that key, it opens up a whole new level for you. So the question becomes, what is that one thing that you could be doing and you probably know how to do, but you haven't done it? Okay, so the next level is if you haven't done it, or maybe you have done it maybe once, maybe twice, how can you do that one thing more consistently? Because if you're going to move beyond your baseline, you have to do your better more consistently. You have to be your best more consistently, not in spurts. So the coach didn't want to see like every once in a while she does this or does that. She wants to see consistent, better, best. So in your own life, what is that turnkey thing? Is it consistency? Is it follow through? Is it communication skills? What is that thing that you know you could do better at? That's the second thing. The third thing to really move into the better category is to ask yourself the question, what am I really trying to accomplish? Am I really clear about what I want to accomplish? Here's why. We tend to start working and start getting things done. And before you know it, you're going over here, you're going over here, you're going over there, you're moving over here and there, and you're kind of now scattered all over the place. So what have you done? You've lost your focus. To move from your baseline, you've got to get more focused. That means you have to get key and critically focused on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Now, you cannot do that if you don't know what it is you want to accomplish. So at this level, you want to be very clear. You want this to happen. You want that many things you want to sell that many things. You want to go to that many events. You want to achieve that many podcasts. You want to write that many books. You want to exercise that many hours. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you have got to get focused and specific about what it is and clarify it, right? Get really clear about what it is that you want to accomplish. The next level in getting from your baseline to your better and your best is that you get to do an assessment of like who is around you right now that's moving you toward better and best? And or have you settled in with a group of people that are enamored with your baseline? If people are simply enamored with your baseline, then you're not going to get better and best because you'll get stuck at this level of simply being at baseline with people who think that that's great, but you know that that's only baseline for you, which is why you're not accomplishing at the level that you really want to accomplish. So take a look at who's around you. Take a look at the people in your sphere. Take a look at your team and say, now in this team, who is it in my team that is helping to move me to better and move me to best from my baseline? The final thing for your baseline that you really want to be thinking about is that as you move from baseline to better to best, how much are you willing to work to make that happen? Because what's going to happen is that you are going to find yourself getting to another level of intensity, another level of intensity, which also means another level of work, which also means another level of structure. So you're going to find yourself having to kind of go harder. You're going to find yourself having to work a little longer. You're going to find yourself having to really kind of put yourself into that work to move yourself from baseline to better to best. Now, if you've been in baseline a really long time, this is going to feel very uncomfortable because you've been doing okay. You've been doing okay. But the truth of the matter is that you could do better and that you're not at your best yet. Now, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself because we all have to do this work. And we all have to get beyond baseline so that we can move into better and best. So in this work, you're looking for the turnkey. In this work, you're getting really focused. In this work, you're clarifying your goals. In this work, you're assessing who is on your team. And in this work, you are understanding that you are going to another level of intensity, and you must be comfortable with that and willing to just go for it. All right. I hope this has been helpful today. Thank you for joining me, Dr. Verna's Virtues. And before we say goodbye, I want to make sure that we do our affirmation so that you get to this work and get it done. Move beyond baseline, get to your better, and get to your best. All right. This is my life, and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to, if I want to, because it was given to me. And that makes me very valuable, very important, very lovable, and extremely powerful. All right, go for it and get in the game. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShelettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
If you're like me, family is the most important thing in your life. But talking about finances with your family can be a challenge. This is a photo of me, my mom, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother. Every lesson I learned about putting money away for a rainy day, I learned from them. That's why I'm moderating an AARP panel on Tuesday, November 9th at 6:30 to talk about saving money for retirement no matter what stage you're in. So whether you're Gen Z, a millennial, Gen X, or a boomer, join me on November 9th. We'll have a panel of common folks like you and me. We'll work together so we can find solutions. To sign up for this free event, log on to aarp.org/MN events. This event is sponsored by AARP Minnesota, Black Women's Wealth Alliance, Bridge Makers, and Youth Project.